Hello, lovelies. It's She here from Go to Third Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channel message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. Okay, so I have a message here. Let me tell you something. This message came through with so much like energy, so much like zesty energy. Okay, somebody's ancestors are beating the brakes off somebody. I just want you to know here. Okay. It's a reverse emperor here. Somebody who thought that they was going to gang up on you, control you, send off negative energy towards you. Your spirit guides are twirling on this person. Twirling on them, okay? Absolutely twirling on this person. And I kept hearing, because we're out of the first 30 seconds of this reading, and then the reverse emperor ended up on the back of the deck too. I kept hearing the part from the Glorilla song "Yeah Glow." I kept hearing that that line, "Slap around bitches and make 'em bail, ho. Yeah, glow." Yes, I kept hearing that part. So whoever this person is, okay, your spirit guides are beating the absolute brakes off of this person. Like, specifically your ancestors, they got hands. They got hands for days. And whatever kind of heartbreak that this person tried to sneakily give to you, this sword that they tried to hold behind their back and lie to your face and say, "Oh no, I'm not going to stab you in the heart," and they stabbed you in the heart anyway, okay? And then they tried to act like, "What you talking about? Stabbing you in the heart? What you mean? What you mean?" It's like, "Oh, you thought I was a vampire, huh? Like you was trying to put me out." I don't know why they're showing me somebody like stabbing somebody in the heart with a wooden stake, like under the moon. That's what I just saw. That's this person trying to do. Maybe they was trying to, maybe they was doing some moon rituals or underneath in the night, in the heat of the night. Is what I just heard. Yeah, but your spirit guides, your ancestors, they're not fucking with this person. They said no. I was feeling like a big energy of Kali Ma, and I know that I just did a reading, and Kali Ma came out twice. I had 2 different decks, and she came out in both decks. So I know her energy is here. I picked up that card, and I heard ready to slap. I heard ready to slap a fuckboy. Okay, and look, and there she got the sword. You see, with a sword right there. Okay. Here she is with a sword. Like, no, ma'am. I ain't got time for that. My person ain't got time for that. They got too much other stuff going on in their life. You might be, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. It was about both the Kali Ma and both the decks that I had where she came up, and both of them were about releasing karmic debts here. So you might have had some kind of past life or some kind of past something going on with this person right here. Okay, with this emperor right here. And it's so funny too because like the colors on this, like look at this head that she's holding here and look at the colors in this emperor card. They're the same. She just got me to peep that. Like look at that. She's like, "Don't worry, I went over there and I katana'd his ass." I don't know whatever wish fulfillment he was trying to hope was going to happen here is a no. And with this heart here, right here, I'm not even going to lie. For some of y'all, I just looked down at the deck over here. Look at this. The Fool card in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. I don't know if this person was trying to do some kind of love magic or manipulation, some kind of... It doesn't have to be a love spell. This person could have been an energy vampire. This could have been an ex. This could have been somebody who is just trying to use you for your body, for your energy. This person could have been trying to throw romantical vibes your way, and they had no good intentions towards you, okay? And whether or not those tensions came to some kind of like ultimate fruition, whatever ultimately this person wanted to do to you, they were not able to do, because I do believe that you were in a energy here of releasing and letting go of this person. You were in an energy here of releasing and letting go of this person and moving away from this heartache and everything that they caused or that they were trying to cause within you. Okay, I do think that this person might have been karmically drawn to you because of some kind of existing wound that you had. Maybe perhaps from a different relationship. Maybe perhaps because of your relationship with friends or family members from the past, okay? Also, it could have been the fact that this person broke your heart in the past, okay? I don't know. For some of you, maybe you broke their heart in the past. I don't know. This person could have been trying to get some revenge, okay? But You know what they say? Seeking revenge is like drinking poison and hoping the other person, passes. So I think that's what happened here. But it is, for a lot of you, though, it is giving me romantical vibes. But you see this, they're drawing me to this like little lightning bolt right here. I think a tower has happened in this person's life. A tower has happened because that's what Colin Ball showed up and cleaved their head off. Whatever thought process, whatever they thought they were trying to do, whatever power they were trying to have over you, shing, ka-ching, shing, shing. And I know it doesn't, but there's something here about her hair, how like it's wildly like blowing around over here. It kind of almost looks like a pentagram, so it almost looks like a protection element over here. See, if you kind of just look at it, kind of does it, you can kind of see the circle and you can kind of see the points of the star. A little bit. I can see it. You might not be able to see it, but I can see it. I don't know why, but they're pointing to this here, this imagery of this red, like, psh. I don't know if something happened to this person. Now, that could be some kind of representation of the shing, you know what I'm saying? Or it could be some kind of representation here of the sun, like, and the sun coming out, a truth being told about this person. Because look, the sun, look at Kalima bringing the sun to all this darkness that this person represented, right? And that's, this darkness, they're bringing out the sun and the light, shining a light on this person's darkness, who they really are. I heard to their friends and their family members. Damn. Eight of Wands in reverse. I think this whole deck is upside down. Yeah, it was. It feels better this way. But what was meant to... Yeah, whatever this person tried to send to you, it's going back. Or it just didn't... It's giving me a big return to sender energy. Because I'm just getting like a no. You put up your boundaries with this person, it's like a no. I'm done with it. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Because when I was asking I literally was asking my spirit guides, like, what deck? I always do. I'm like, okay, so how many readings do you want me to do? Okay, so you want me to use this deck for my first reading. I know there's a second reading you want me to do. And that's when I kept hearing that, yeah, glow, slapping around bitches and making bail, ho. Yeah, glow, two-tone Cartier, match the nails, ho. I know I didn't hit that right on, but... Kerber, no Kerber. That shit's funny. But anyway, that, it's like, it's just kind of this energy of like, no matter what you tried to do to me, no matter how you tried to bring me down, because that reminded me of that video. And I know there's a part of the video where she, like herself, as like her Glorilla self, goes and visits herself in the drive-thru, and she's just like talking to her, like, it's giving this vibe like, you know what, you could be me, you could be out, you're out here working for the man, doing everything in the kitchen by yourself, cooking up in the kitchen completely by yourself, because that's what she's doing. She's running the whole kitchen and the drive-thru in that video, right? And then after she meets this version of herself, like this more higher, this more like, hey, like, I'm making it, I'm out here, I'm doing the damn thing, and you could be too, that kind of energy. It's like, afterwards she quits, she's like, I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. She walks out on her boss. So it's that kind of energy. It's like, yeah, it's like somebody had you up in the kitchen doing all the work. They had you doing all the cooking, all the cleaning, all the everything. They didn't want to show up. They didn't want to do anything. You're there. Why the hell is your employee doing every single position by themselves? That makes no damn sense. If you're there, get your ass out of the office. I understand managers have their own but that doesn't make any sense. And so it's kind of that energy. It's like you overworked, underpaid and overworked. And the Eight of Pentacles came out. Underpaid and overworked for pennies. No, like I said, translate this how it is. Maybe you was showing up, you was doing all the work, you was showing up trying to do all this, and this person just stomped on your heart like, you. All that hard work and everything you poured into me, it meant nothing. Because it meant nothing to this person. And it does not mean that your love or that your energy or any of that you gave them was worthless or was meaningless. It just means in their hands, they got a crack in the bottom of their cup. You would never be able to pour enough into them. Like I said, you might have poured 9 motherfucking cups into them, and they still got their hand out like, where's my next cup? Like, you know what? I'm pouring all these cups and all this time and love and attention and affection. I'm always thinking about you and doing for you and yada, 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 yada. And then all you got is a sword to stick in my heart? Then you want to be sneaking around and doing whatever you want to behind my back? in the night when I'm asleep. You know, in the night, yes, it could literally be that this person was creeping and sneaking and texting people or doing stuff behind your back. But I'm just mostly getting with this night like energy. It's like a whole part of their darkness of them, of who they were, they hid from you, that now it's not hidden from you anymore. You see the truth. You know, and that's exactly why you were like, no, I'm not giving any more to you. You don't deserve any more of me. Emperor in reverse. That's crazy. I'm not gonna, and like I said, this could be a boss. This could be a representative of like a particular boss or a particular job. You know, this is somebody that you're working your butt off for and you're not making any kind of progress. In fact, they might be telling you, your job's on the line. It's like, I'm doing the work of 3 different people here and you're telling me I'm not doing enough? And you're not gonna help me? Like, the hell? The hell's going on here? Exactly. Like I said, the sun card is coming out here. The truth is coming out. The truth of who really was the one keeping all this shit going. Who really was the good luck charm. Who really was the person that really had shit popping in this person's life. It was you. It was all that good, beautiful, good love energy that you were pouring into this person. You know, that boss was only being able to go on those trips and do those things because they were taking advantage of the employees underneath them, and they weren't getting to go on trips, and they weren't getting to do stuff, and they were getting bonuses because they were cutting down hours at the behest of you, overworking your body. And you just said, no, I don't have time for that. I do not have time for the BS, because there is no wish fulfillment here. There is only selfishness and greediness, which is what the 9 of Cups in reverse is. It's selfishness, greediness. Give me all the love you can, and I'm never giving any of it back. I'm taking all that shit. I don't know why I just heard I'm taking you, the dog, and I'm taking you to the cleaners. I'm taking the house and the dog too. Maybe some of y'all was dealing with a person that was like that. I'm taking everything from you. All I ever did was want from you, and now that I can't want from you anymore, I'm going to take as much as I can out of you, and then I'm going to act like you were the problem, you were the issue. This is giving me big, like, narcissistic, where they get, like, in the, they come in, they see you glowing, they suck all the life and energy out of you, it powers them up, they feel better, their skin starts to glow, they start to have that shine because they're sucking it out of you, and now they look at you, they look at themselves in the mirror, and they're like, I'm so much better than this person, look at how they looked. And instead of seeing that it was the opposite, when it started, you was giving a bum a lift out of the dirt. Right? But they come in, they drain all that energy out of you. And now that you have nothing more to give, they're like, what use are you to me anymore? Discard onto that. And I'm going to take all that good energy that you poured into me, and I'm going to use it to go hire some other people. Or I'm going to use all this equity that you helped me save up. I'm going to go invest it in myself. And you, I don't know. Look at you, poor pitiful self. Look at you. You've gained weight. Your health is bad. You're down and out. Look at you. Who cares? I don't care about you. You're not a good workhorse for me anymore. Or you're not doing it for me anymore. Suddenly I'm not attracted to you anymore. That's because they stole all that good energy up out of you and left you with 3 swords in your heart. And you said, damn, I poured everything into this, and I get I don't even get a thank you. I even get a pat on the back. I get a ugh. As they walk over you and walk out of your life. The fuck? The fuck you think this is? Right? Like, the fuck do you think this is? You done taken 3 vacations, and I can't even get time PTO approved to go on 1. You get to take a 2-week vacation. This manager's taking a 2-week vacation. This manager's taking a month vacation. This manager's doing this. And I can't even get approved to get 2 days off? What? But I'm doing 2 or 3 people's work? What are you talking about? It's that kind of vibe, right? It's that kind of vibe. Kali said we had to cleave this stuff off so that karma could come for this person or for this business or for whatever it is. Karma had to come for this. So don't get it twisted. All the work and all the love that you put into it won't be in vain, because there is a lesson here, and you understanding the value of what you really do bring to the table, and the fact that there is not a place for you in your life, okay, for you to give and give and give to people like this, to situations like this. Not at all. There's a beautiful lesson in all this pain that you went through and all this 3 of Swords that you went through. which is a bitch ain't got time for another motherfucker like this in my life. Or a dude, whoever you are, okay? I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for the BS. Your spirit guide said we ain't got time for it either. We're so happy that MFR is out of your life. You know? Yeah, for some of you, you're feeling so much better. You're glowing. You're growing. Maybe you're losing weight. Okay? Because all of the uncertainty and stress, all of the, what is the stress? No. It's like the stress hormone that your body releases all the time. Cortisol, I think it is. That makes you gain weight. That makes you be stressed out all the time. It makes you sick. It lowers your immune system. Being around people like that will bring up that survival instinct in you all the time. And you can't really grow spiritually, physically, emotionally, because you are constantly just trying to catch footing, especially if you're dealing with somebody who gaslights you or who lies to you. You're struggling to even have a foothold in reality. Like, what's even happening? Did we have this conversation? No, we didn't. Yes, we did. No, we didn't. What is happening? You know? What is this? What are you doing? What are you talking about? You know? If this is a business that was... I do think that they feel the absence of you, but I think that a business that's in this kind of mindset right here, they don't care. They're in a tournament burn them. Like, they don't care. Like, this was a business that had management that could smile in your face and that could not care at all. You know, they could fire you tomorrow and you could not know how to pay your bills and they'd move on with their life. Oh, well, we'll replace them with somebody else. So I wouldn't be waiting around for a situation like this. This person ain't going to feel bad for you or feel bad for their situation. Not yet. As long as they're in this energy, they're not going to care. So I would just move on. I would just cleave this off, cut this off, cut away the dead, the dead flesh. I'd cut that away and just allow healing to happen here. And Spirit said the best thing you ever could have done is learn how to say no to this. No, no, no. In fact, I've had to say no to you way too many times. You've tried to cross my boundaries way too many times. Get out of my life. No, I don't want to get back with you. No, I don't want you to rehire me. No, don't hit up my line. No, I don't want to come back. Goodbye. No, I'm not interested in ever being rehired here again. That kind of, it's that kind of vibe. Like, no, I'm good. Thank you. I'm very, very good. Thank you. But now, like I said, now that you're cutting this off, you have all this energy. This creative energy is returning to you. You're spending that time working on yourself. Working on yourself physically, mentally, emotionally. Putting that time and energy into what truly deserves to have your time and your energy and your focus. Which is you and your growth and your happiness. It's you getting outside. It's you going on vacations. It's you, right? Putting yourself at the center of what's going on here. And you did that. Look at these two mountains back here. I'm just noticing that. The two mountains back here and the two mountains right here. You was like, no. You had to get a little freezer. You might have got a little freezer burn a little bit. You said, ice out. No. But slowly that sun is coming out to warm you, to light that fire, to give you that Ace of Wands again, right? To refocus you. Because you needed to focus on healing for a while. That's what Spirit said. You really needed to focus on healing for a while. Because there was way too much anger or way too much judgment or way too much just like weight that you were carrying that wasn't even yours to carry. Yeah, all this, stress and anxiety that wasn't even yours. You needed to learn how to let go of it. Yeah, because it was bringing up too many of your insecurities. It was taking away your strength, taking away your power. But that's what you learned. You learned that you deserve more than a partner who brings out your insecurities. A partner should be just that. Like a partner who adds to your life, who helps in the ways that you are, that complements you, that helps you in the ways that you might have flaws, or that, their strengths are in the things that you might have flaws in, but you also, like, it's vice versa for both of you. And any kind of like reciprocal relationship should be that way, right? This is a big lesson in understanding reciprocal relationships, exactly, so that you can sit there and be the judge of what is a true reciprocal relationship for you. Who is that person that's standing there just like you are in the sun with the two mountains? Well, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to see some likeness in me, right? I'm not trying to fix nobody. I'm not trying to pour energy into somebody that doesn't pour energy back. I'm not trying to need somebody. I'm not trying to manifest something that's so needy like that of me. Because if you're getting into some kind of reciprocal relationship where it is so desperate that they need help so desperately, you're going into that situation knowing that you're going into struggle. Maybe I don't want to go work for a business. Just because, if it's a situation where you're like, I need a job, you could have people being like, oh my God, this place is in such need. They're such understaffed. Why do I want to go into a place if I just left a place that gave me stress, that gave me, all this stuff because we were so understaffed? Why would I go? But just because I'm in the need of a job, that doesn't mean I want to go straight back into a situation that I just left. Like, that's why I left the place that I was before. Or that's why it wasn't working, is because they were understaffed. Why would I go run into the same type of situation again? Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense to me. I'm trying to upgrade. I'm trying to bring in the new. I'm not trying to hold on to all this BS from the past 4 Pentacles in reverse. I'm trying to let go. Right? I'm trying to let go. I'm not trying to bring in more of the same energy of the past. I'm trying to leave the past in the past. Exactly, the Fool. I'm trying to leave the past in the past and have a blessed new beginning for myself. Ooh, that's not bad. Goodness. Queen of Cups. If I'm spending all this time and all this energy pouring love into myself and showing up for myself and learning all these lessons, why the hell am I going to run into a relationship that feels just the same as the relationship did in the past? Why the hell am I going to run into somebody that needs me to heal them again? Why the hell am I going to go into a job, that's understaffed just like my last one is? Why am I going to do that? Exactly. I'd rather hold out for my justice. I'd rather hold out for the lovers, for that true thing. It's okay. I'll be single for a little bit. It's okay. I'm not just to go out here and get into something out of desperation. I'm about to know my worth, and I'm about to walk forward knowing my worth. Know what I bring to the table. That doesn't mean I'm not out there trying and doing and, filling out applications, but I don't have to take lower than I deserve. The Moon in reverse. Again, there's 2 lonely mountains out there. It feels like with this 5 of Swords energy here, it feels like you might have people ganging up on you, or you might have a lot of people telling you, oh, well, they might be giving you advice that they think is good advice, but it's actually advice that's taking you further away from what you really want. So you could have a lot of people offering their 2 cents, especially if it's like, oh, you just got out of a relationship and you're trying to get back out there in the dating scene again. You might have a lot of people that are giving you advice that actually could be taking you further away from the type of relationship you really want to manifest in, If you're looking for a job, you might be getting advice from friends and family members that are actually going to end you up in a position of a job you just left. You know, that same desperate ass position. That same, well, I lost, so I might as well just be with somebody. Well, I don't want to be lonely, or I don't want to be without a job, so I might as well just take anything that comes along. Exactly. 5 of Wands. It's creating all this internal turmoil in you because there are so many other people that want you to do what they think is best. King of Pentacles in reverse. But it's coming from a place of lack within these people. It's coming from a place of lack. It's coming from a place of imbalance. Exactly. 2 of Cups in reverse. You and these people are not in the same position. You might be getting a lot of people giving you that advice that starts with, well, if I was in your position, I'd be doing this. If I was you, I'd be doing that. Well, all due respect, I appreciate the advice, but you are not me. We are not in the same level. We are not trying to do the same thing. You know, with all due respect, you know, you aren't out here trying to get a job in this job market right now. I don't need your closed-minded advice about things. Might be the kind of, yeah, King of Swords. Yeah. Spirit might be telling you, like, the best advice you need to take is your own advice right now. High Priestess in reverse. Whoa. They could be telling you that you're being too occupied with applying other people's logic instead of trusting your intuition. Because somebody out here is not trusting their intuition. Your intuition is telling you to do this. 4 of Wands in reverse, and it's keeping you away from something. Now is not the time to lower your standards, is what I'm hearing. Now is not the time to lower your standards. If something feels like, oh, this is going to be more of the same, walk away from it. Because this is a pivotal time in your life where, you know, you can just get a job or just get into a relationship. Just because it's an option doesn't mean it's the best option, and it doesn't mean it's better than nothing. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. There's some kind of seeds that are trying to be planted here that Spirit is saying, don't water them seeds. Don't grow that tree. Don't walk down that path. These are your insecurities talking. How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to do that? Well, I'd rather be with somebody than anybody. I'm just so lonely. I want to have a relationship. But what if? But if they could change, if they could stop this, or maybe if they could grow this way, you know? And I'm not saying that relationships and things like that don't come with a compromise. And I'm not saying, oh, stay jobless until you get your perfect job or something like that. But I am saying, like, your insecurities are talking way too loudly right now. You need to kind of send that shit back. There's a kind of energy here of, like, blocking out other people's rules and expectations. Well, you know, you're not going to find a job that does this or does this. Well, you know, you really can't find a relationship that's going to accept this or accept that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You might be single for a little bit longer, but that doesn't mean that having that right relationship that's right for you is not worth it. It's not worthy of it. Okay, let's keep going. What structure are we going forward from here, Spirit? The Hermit. Yeah. You need to quiet your mind. Quiet your mind and go inside. Because your higher self is telling you, is guiding you. But there's so much other, you know, like, you know, you should do this, you should do that, or maybe this, or maybe that, or, you know, my parents are expecting me to do this, or my partner's expecting me to do that, and my kids need me to do this, and, you know, I know society says that if I don't do this, or I don't do that by that time, I'm not this, and I'm not that. But all this, like, lack energy here. You need to let go of all of that. You need to get up. Get up. Stand up. And take back control of your life. I feel like for most of you, that's what you're doing, you know? And Spirit's just here reminding you that, you know, some of you are out here being influenced by some people that don't deserve to have influence in your life. It's like, don't worry about it. The number one thing is, look at that person's life. And I'm not saying this in a judgmental way. I'm just saying, if a person is giving you advice about relationships and you would never want to be in the relationship that they're in, a relationship like the one that they're in, unless the advice is, don't be like me, don't be in this relationship, don't be with a person that treats you like this or does that. But if it's, you should do this, you should do that, understand that that person could be coming with the best intentions that they have, but their best intentions is coming from a place of being in a relationship that you wouldn't even want to be in. Take that into a massive consideration, okay? Because their thought process ended them up in the relationship that they're in right now. And it's keeping them in the relationship that they're in right now. Be aware of that. If somebody's giving you job advice and they're in a job that they hate, every time you ask them about their job, they're like, I can't stand this job. I don't want to be here. It does nothing. Or even if it's like, I don't, you know, it's just a job. It pays my bills. But there's no soul growth. There's no nothing happening from that person. Why are you taking that person's advice? For a lot of you, you're not even asking these people their advice. They're just offering their advice. But understand that their advice is coming from a kind of compromised place. Okay? It's coming from a compromised place. Even if it's like, hey, don't do this and don't do that. That's coming from a place of fear. From fear of you being in a relationship just like them. Or fear. You know, that it's coming from a place of fear from them. Like... So just be aware of that. That doesn't mean all of their information that they're giving you or all the advice that they're giving you is bad, but it is coming from a very unstable King of Wands in reverse, like very unstable place from within them, you know. King of Wands in reverse. And it's putting you in a place where you feel like, I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure, you know, it's putting you in like a, I don't know. I feel like a paused energy. Two of Wands. This is not the time to do that. This is the time to really make plans and focus on what you want. Sit down and ask yourself, what kind of relationship do you want to be in? You know? Also, what kind of person do I want to be with? Match up. match the stuff you got going on with yourself to that type of person. Conceptually, of course, you know. I'm not saying if you're like, oh, I want to date a blonde to go dye your hair blonde. That's not what I'm saying. You know, it doesn't have to be a direct one-to-one. But I'm saying, like, if you want a person that's ambitious, that's growing, you need to be ambitious. You need to be growing. If you want a person that's into doing outdoor activities, then you need to be doing outdoor activities. Join groups that are about outdoor activities. Go to those community meetings and things that are about helping your community if you want to be with somebody who is helping their community. Because that's where you're going to find somebody who wants to help their community and they're being ambitious and proactive about trying to do it. Those are all good signs, right? So get out there and do it. That's what they're saying. You know, they're saying get out there and do it. Because staying in this pause, I'm not sure position, stop taking there's a lot of advice out there that you're taking that's very unhelpful to you right now. Yes, exactly. Nine of Pentacles. This needs to be about you. This needs to be a solo journey. This doesn't need to be about anybody else's fight, anybody else's journey, anybody else's relationship to money, to fame, to whatever. They're giving you advice. Whatever they're opening up their mouths and just all this unsolicited or maybe solicited advice, but it's kind of just like, I don't know about that. Yeah, you need to listen to that instinct. Okay? Don't let their fears, their doubts, their worries, that won't ever happen. The death card, look at that. The death underneath there. You need to put an end to this cycle. And it needs to be about you. You need to stand up and this needs to be about your independence. You growing the life you want for yourself. Yeah, they just keep saying that. Don't ever take advice from a person who's in a position. And like I said, unless the advice is, don't be like me. Go out there and chase your dreams. You know, I had a dream and I never chased it and I regret it. Go out there and chase your dreams. If that's not the advice that they're giving you, if the advice is, well, I did this and I did that, and you look at their life and you're like, I would never want to be in your position. You don't even want to be in your position. Why would I take advice from you? It's just that kind of vibes where it's just like their advice is always going to come colored from their own position, from their own karma, from their own struggles that they're dealing with. We all filter our experience through what we are living and what we have and what we are experiencing. So just understand that. Exactly. Exactly, Empress. You need to be growing your own garden. Worry about yourself. Don't worry about it. It'll all make sense in time, is what I hear Spirit say. Hey, because when you really start recentering and refocusing on yourself and your own wants and desires, that's when the path is really going to become clear. Because you got really muddled up with this past person, with this past thing. Because it was all about their wants, their desires, what they needed, what they wanted, what you meant in relation to them. Okay? This is about you understanding that this was a lying, sneaky little person. That they taught you some bad habits or some bad lessons, or, you know, they conditioned you in a negative way, okay, to feel some type of way about yourself, about life, about possibilities, about, oh, no one will ever love me again, something like that. That kind of ish. Question those things within you, okay? Because this is about you. Come on now. This is about you, okay? Starting a new legacy within yourself. What seeds did you want to plant? We talked about that earlier. There's seeds that was planted inside of you that you're like, you know what? I want to nip these in the buds. These ain't fruits that I want to grow. I want to rip this up by the root. Okay? Chill out. What I just heard from the rooter to the tutor. Okay? Rip that shit out because it's not for you. It's not for you. Other people are living lives that aren't for you. Stop taking their advice. Stop taking their advice. Start taking the advice of the people who are living the life you really want to live. Okay? But make sure it's advice that really resonates with you. With your own personal truth, so that you can have this brand new beginning. Exactly, Ace of Wands energy. I talked about that earlier, about you starting that new passionate beginning, about you having that new life unfolding for you here, right? There's that Ace of Wands energy I was talking about earlier. Okay? That's what you need to be focused on. You need to be focused on yourself. You need to be focused on how beautifully you're growing and how you're doing it, and what legacy is it that you want to leave behind for yourself. Do you want to look back and say, oh, well, I let this person's advice or that person's advice stop me from chasing my dreams? No. Because then you'd be in the same position they are. Then you'll be the one giving unsolicited advice from a miserable marriage. Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that they're, I don't know them personally, whoever these people are you're talking about, right? And maybe their marriage isn't miserable, but maybe it's just not what you want. Maybe it's just not the dynamic that's right for you, right? And if that's the case, maybe don't take their advice. Appreciate it, but I'm good. I got my own thought process that I'm handling this in. Because I do feel like somebody's giving you advice that it's just not. It's going to drain the energy out of you more than it's going to give you life. What's going to give you life is just doing what feels natural and right to you. Okay? Obviously, pushing yourself beyond your comfort zones, but what feels natural and right to you. That's what's gonna lead you to the partner you're looking for. That's what's gonna lead you to the relationship you're looking for. That's what's gonna lead you to the body, to the mind, to the soul that you're looking for. And most importantly, it comes from recentering the self, not from other people. Because even though you've gotten out of that relationship or out of that situation with that Emperor in reverse, you're still centering what other people want in your life, what other people see for you in your life. Because we're just going to be honest about it. there's something inside of you that's scared to really say, what is it that I really want? What is it that I really need in this moment right now? What is it that I really have to do? There's something there that scares you. But look, hold on, I'll show you this just a second. But look at this right here. See how, look at this right here. You see all this like kind of rainbow energy that's coming here? All these lines, it's coming out here out of this independent energy. Look at what you're creating right here. Look at that. That's what you're creating. That's what you're working on, the self. That's what you're working on. Right? You've worked it and built up all these other things here. What about you? And look how this one is the biggest one of them all. This is the most important. This is the one that you're really concentrating and really working on right now. I see you, collective. Come on now. Working on that independence, working on that self. That's what you need to be focused on. Because that, look, you see, it's twice as big as all the rest of them. It's the most important one. It's the canvas you're going to be painting on for the rest of your life. So do it up right. Do it up right, boo. Okay? Take those measured risks. Your soul really knows what it wants. So trust yourself. Trust yourself. Because all this in the past, it made you feel like you couldn't trust yourself. It made you feel like you weren't that. Right? You weren't that one. Now I'm hearing that, and they bumping my music up in the jail, ho. I'm telling you, whatever this issue was in the past, it's about to be locked up tight in the past. Like, some of y'all, this person might go to jail. I don't know what's going on. It might have nothing to do with you, but you might just hear about it. You might be like, damn, I see, you know? Damn. Now, spirits, because I was scrolling through my Facebook earlier, and I saw a meme, which I was like, damn, that's messed up, but they're showing it to me right now in my mind. And I didn't really watch the show, so I don't know who it is, but I think it's one of the people off of iCarly, and she's sitting there in front of a computer, and she's like, and like the tag in the picture is me sitting here looking at all the guys who made fun of me in middle school going to jail. And for some of you, that's what it is. It's like all these other people that wanted to doubt you, all these people that said you wasn't shit. Well, don't worry about it, because they're locked in their own karmic prisons, right? They're struggling with their own shit, which is why they were probably rude or mean or hurtful or painful to you. And that's not an excuse. But them treating you like shit is not an excuse for you to not prevail in your life. It's time to let go of all this old shit that's keeping you held down, that's made you feel like you weren't worth it. Because, yeah, it could have been years. It could have been the majority of your life that you felt like this. But, baby, it doesn't matter if it's one day or if it's 60 years. Every single day that you have left is worth living in this energy right here. And it's not worth giving a single other moment or thought process to all these other people who ain't doing what you want to do. Don't worry about it. Why are you taking the advice of somebody that's not following their dreams? Why are you taking the advice of somebody who's in a toxic relationship? Why are you taking the advice of somebody who is misusing, abusing, and, why are you doing that? F their advice. F what they gotta say. F their limitations. That's them. They can put it on themselves. All they're trying to do is rope people to stay in situations like they're in so they feel better about the situation that they're in. Understand that a drowning man will try to take you down with them. Okay? They won't do it on purpose, but they will. People want people to reflect back their own mistakes, so that their own karma, their own situation that they're in, because it makes them feel uncomfortable when somebody projects success. When somebody is projecting success, that person it's their own issue that they have within them. It's the beauty that they lack that gives them an attack. They don't have to attack that other person, but it is something within them that they feel the need to compare themselves, that they feel the need to compare your situations, that they feel the need to step in and give you all this advice that, honestly, for some of you, it's like, okay, thanks for the advice, but what parts of the advice are coming to you from fear, from karma, from low vibrational energy, you know what it is. If you need to cut these people off, if you need to move in silence, if you need to not talk to them anymore about things that you're doing in your life, do what you need to do. They'll get over it. If they're your real friend, if they're your real family, they will just be happy to see you doing better. Okay? If they really care about you. Or if they see you doing better, spending less time around them, and they got a problem with it, oh well, you're doing better. So they can either do better, improve their life, and keep up with you, or they can keep it stepping. Okay? Goodbye. And it's not a loss out of your life that somebody who wants you to stay down in the muck with them walks out of your life. It's not a loss. Okay? Because some of y'all really, your energy repelled a bunch of people out of your life, you know, who just couldn't keep up. And this is not like a you're better than them sort of type scenario. It's not like that. You just don't vibrate anymore with those people. You know, and even if those people are doing well in their life, if you weren't doing well together, then that's all that matters. We don't want to see other people doing terribly in their life. We want to see people succeed. You should. Be mindful of the energy that you're putting out there. At the very least, if you can't wish them success, don't give them any mind whatsoever. Because I understand there's some people out there, it's like, I just can't bring it in my heart to wish that person success. But I am going to turn away from them so that I'm just going to ignore them and have nothing to do with them. I'm not going to wish bad on them, but I just don't care what's happening in their life. Don't care. See if you can get to a place of indifference about this. And I think a lot of you are. Because a lot of you are focusing on yourself. So you're getting to a place where you're just like, I don't care what's happening with that person. Oh, they're out of jail? Okay. They're in jail? I don't care. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, my device is about to die, so I think that's and my battery is going down as well, so I think that's a good sign for me to be done. I really appreciate you guys so very much. If this brought the love, light, and clarity to your life, I hope that it did, okay? Thank you to your angels, spirits, guardians, and guides for being here, for showing up, for helping me to deliver this message. Thank you to my spirits, angels, guardians, and guides for helping me to deliver this message, as well as keeping me safe while they did so. If you guys liked it. If you want to, if you dug the vibe, join the tribe, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, comment down below if it resonated for you or if you just have something to say. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. Miraculous healing. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of miracles meant for me. Come on now. I am worthy of miracles that are meant for me. I am ready to heal. Come on now. I knew there was a reason I picked that shit up. It reminds me of the five of pentacles. But why is everybody jumping up? Energy's moving, y'all. Faith. I have a still light faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. Exactly. Alright, I have to go. I appreciate y'all so very, very much. If you forgot to get a personal reading with me, my contact information is down below. I'm about to sneeze. Okay, thank you guys so very much, and I'll see you lovelies in the next one, okay? Bye!